All right, y'all, so starting out, I'm just gonna prime my face. But first, remember to be working on a clean face. You know, you don't want to have a dirty face and then put makeup on top of a dirty face. First of all, it's not going to look right, and then it's unsanitary. That's how you get breakouts or be more prone to breakouts and things of that nature. So make sure your face is freshly clean. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Water Jelly Hydrating Primer. I like to use a hydrating primer just because I like the hydration of it. Sometimes my skin can be a little dry, and like as you can tell, my nose, well, you probably can't tell on camera, but my nose is a little dry. My skin is just dry, which could be due to the summer heat, but I love a hydrating primer. This is one of my faves at the moment. One thing I don't like about this primer though, that I must admit, is that it is a little runny. Like it has no thickness to it. And I know some of y'all like, well, it's a water jelly. Yeah, it's definitely watery. But I've used jelly primers before and they are more thicker than this one, but I guess because this is water jelly, like I don't understand the difference. Foundation, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. Kind of does give you a little bit of glow. And I know some people try to run from glow like during the summer, but baby, I want to glow and be luminous no matter what season it is. You know, and also for application, you know, there's this big debate on sponge versus brushes, and honestly, I've used both, but here lately I've just been loving a sponge better. But then there are times where I prefer a brush. You know, it's just not that time, you know. So lately, basically all summer, I've been applying my foundation with a sponge, and more specifically this sponge, it has like this two smooth ends and then it has a pointy end, which I use to blend out my concealer, which we'll get to in a minute. But it just, I don't know, something about this sponge, out of all the sponges that I own, I think this sponge is my favorite, honestly. I don't quite know why, but I think it is my favorite. I will also have to say that this foundation is a medium to full coverage foundation. And it is very, very buildable as well. So that's nice for the summertime. I'm going to be using this NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's in the color Dark Zero or Chocolate. Some people apply their concealer like in a new way, but I still like to apply mine in the same old fashioned. I mean, you still get the same technique or the same look, I guess. Like some people will do theirs like this and then blend it out, but nah, baby, just let me apply it the same old way. And I also apply it under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I need to buy the bigger version of this because I love this stuff. And I also reverse contour with this. A little trick that I do is I spray my face with my setting spray. So I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And then I take the pointy side of the sponge and just blend that out. And also, if you're using a sponge, It's best that it's either damp or dry. I like mine damp, but like almost dry, but like not dry. You don't want to use a wet, soaking wet sponge because that's going to defeat the purpose. It's actually going to pick up makeup and ruin your base. And then you'll be end up looking patchy. So if you're using a sponge, make sure it's damp or dry. Some people like using dry sponges because they're stiffer. I have used the dry sponge like once or twice, but it was only because I was lazy and I didn't feel like wetting it. Okay, so before I actually set the concealer, I'm gonna go back around the edges where the concealer and the foundation meet and just go back in and kind of blend those edges. Not really using any extra product, just what's on this side of the sponge. This is what I don't like about using the sponge. Y'all see all that foundation from the sponge just on my hand? That's what I don't like about using a sponge. I mean, both products have its pros and cons. But anyway, when it comes to setting the concealer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. But I just dip my sponge into the lid and blow off the excess. And you want to make sure, I'm going to go back in with this brush only because I already have powder on my sponge. And just make sure that that concealer up under your eyes is already blended out and not creasing. Because if you set powder while there's creases, you're going to be setting those creases. And you want it to be as smooth as possible. So I'm just make sure that the lines are blended out. And then go back in. Try not to put any creases. Go back in with your powder and set. Get a closer mirror. And you want to press that powder into the skin. When it comes to setting concealer, I do prefer a sponge rather than a brush, just because it's easier to get that powder into the skin. I just like the application better. Like I hardly ever use a brush to set my concealer. Alright, so now that the concealer is set, we're going to go into bronzing and basically setting the rest of the face. And lately I've been using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. And it is in the color 480. This is basically what it looks like. And I'm going to be using a brush, of course. Honestly, this is just a brush that was given to me in a brush set. I think it was given to me last year in a brush set for like my birthday, I think. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face, the part of my face that the concealer was not applied to. And I kind of just apply it in like a circular motion and go over each area just a couple of times just to make sure that it is set. Because this is a softer brush and it doesn't pick up as much product. So for the eyes, I'm just going to take that same concealer and put a little bit on my eyes. And then I'm going to take that small buffer brush, the M173, and just buff that out. That's just so, you know, my eyes won't look dark and everything will look basically blended. And then take that same loose powder on a sponge and set it. Because this is concealer, so it will crease if it's not set. I know sometimes in my makeup videos I use the P. Louise base, and that doesn't have to be set. But this is concealer, so it has to be set. Alright, and so everything is looking a little bit matte, and so we're gonna fix it. We're gonna soak my face with this same Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Whew. You can let it air dry, but for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna speed it up with the fan. But you don't want to dry it all the way. You want to go back in with your sponge. I'm gonna use a clean side and just press the rest of the setting spray into the skin. That's just to make sure that it's actually setting the makeup and actually going into the makeup to kind of melt it. And I'm gonna spray my face one more time. I know y'all probably thinking like, do you really set your face that much? Yes, I do. And I'm not gonna use my fan this time to dry it. I'm just gonna let it dry on its own. And then for highlighter, whatever highlighter I use really just depends on the day, my mood, the look I'm going for. But for like throwback purposes, MAC Gold Deposit. Y'all, this highlighter was like my first, I think one of my first high-end makeup purchases, honestly. And I'm just going to apply it to the tops of my cheeks like so. Ooh, girl. But I highlight above my eyebrows. I just feel like it does something. Give me a little bit extra glow. I highlight my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, the center of my forehead, my cupid's bow, my chin, and that's basically it. Spray one final time. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Great Lash mascara in Black is Black. Now, if I'm doing a natural or everyday makeup look, no matter what the season is, more than likely, I'm going to be putting on lashes. Like, no lie. But this mascara right here, I love this mascara. Like, it's a oldie, but baby, it's dang sure a goodie. Like, if you don't have this mascara, it should definitely be in your collection. I don't care how long you've been doing makeup, this mascara should really be in your collection. You can get it from, it's a Maybelline product, so you can get it from anywhere. Walmart, Target, the drugstore, Amazon. Wherever Maybelline products is sold, you can get this mascara. For the purpose of this video, and just because even though the mascara did a bang up job, I still kind of feel a little bare without some lashes, and so go big or go home. I'm gonna be using these I'm gonna be using these lashes from Makeup of Murder. It's the Evidence number 3 lash. Let me show you what the packaging look like. This is the packaging that the lashes come in. It's the number 3 lash. And y'all, like I said, from Makeup of Murder. I love like the packaging of this brand. I discovered them on Instagram and she does her thing, honey. The packaging is everything. So this is the finished makeup look. This is basically how I do my everyday summer makeup routine. Hashtag summer approved. We're glowing. We're fine, baby. We are ready. And honestly, minus filming this look takes maybe an hour. And that's if I'm struggling like with my brows or my lashes or something. But baby, quick, easy, and to the damn point. I hope you all enjoy this makeup look. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to leave me some type of comment down in the comment box below. I've gained a couple of new subscribers, and hey y'all, welcome. If you have any video ideas, any questions, any thoughts, any opinions, please just feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Every comment is welcome. Every nice comment is welcome. Also, make sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There will be a giveaway once we hit 200 subscribers. So, yeah, girl. And also, don't forget to hit the bell next to that subscribe button. You know, you like, you subscribe, then you hit the bell to make sure that you're notified every time I upload a new video. There are new videos every week. At least one new video every week. And yeah. Dang, I can't help but to look at myself. Because, girl. Also, all I did was line my lips with LA Girl Perfect Precision eyeliner. This is an eyeliner, but I like to use it as a lip liner, and it's just in the color brown. And then I put the Juvia's Place It's Glass lip gloss on top, and I love that lip gloss. But anyway, that concludes this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.